and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise, excuse me, out of the dewy grass. Night is worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away. The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, my friends. It is I, your bard, your spiritual entertainer, nothing more, nothing less. Here once again with you, bringing you encouragement, enlightenment, and inspiration. And it is good to see you, our friend Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Good to have you here. And the demon is here. And Ryan O'Neill. Good to have you here, friends. And Truthly Official, you have returned to Christianity, you're Orthodox again. Yeah. You have rejected annihilationism. Yeah, you seem to be going back and forth trying to, build your understanding. And this is not a good testimony. Leaving a community, coming back to it again, leaving it. If you're going to be involved in a community, try to, you could do religion any way you want to, but, you're trying to get an identity from something that can never really form and shape you. And I could see that struggle in your life. They'll tell you what to believe. If you want, they will tell you everything you need to believe. They are good at doing that. Dogmatic traditions. You can only stay for the first half of the hour today. You got to be at work a little early today. Wonderful. Glad you're here. If you're stopping in, please go up there and give the finger a touch. Give it a touch. There it is. On your phone, if you're on your computer, it's down there. Like and subscribe. I do this every day, my friends, and I appreciate your support for the great work of entertainment that I do in the world. And good to see you. The servant of Anubis is here. The Vixen. Glad to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. And when I get about 20 people watching, I'm going to talk to you about what I put on my Substack this morning. Which has to do with artificial intelligence. This was the conversation that we were having on Discord yesterday, and I wanted to continue the conversation. I run a D&D game, and I had one of my players leave because I created a unicorn with AI on a shield, or did something, or there was a history check. Instead of copying and pasting Forgotten Realms lore on a paper, I put it all on I copied it. I said, AI, give me a synopsis of what's saying here for my players. Put it on the paper. Saved me, 10 minutes. And this player was very upset about the way that I use AI. The irony of it is that the service that we're using, Roll20, it is run and powered by AI. AI runs the whole rolling of the dice and everything. Same thing with YouTube. YouTube runs by AI. There's millions and millions of videos that are uploaded every day. There's not millions and millions of people running YouTube. AI runs YouTube. AI runs the algorithm. AI puts the electricity in your home. AI does all of these services. And so I thought it was that when they were leaving, they wanted me to respond. And I said, you are saying I'm poisoning the well. I go, do you not know that all of these services that we are using are run by AI? And they didn't want to hear it. They cut it off because it contradicted their narrative. There's something in the world today. It's a new form of fundamentalism. It is AI fundamentalism. An AI fundamentalist will guilt trip you in order to get to their point of view. They feel like they are the righteous ones. They are the holy one. They're stirring the pot, right? It's just another form of fundamentalism is what it is. Now, you should be able to criticize things freely and disagree. But when you're trying to make people feel guilty about how they wish to be creative, then you have to question yourself, am I an AI fundamentalist? And I was at one time, and I want to share that story with you. Who is here today? Let's see. Andrea Dingback. Good to see you, our good friend. You're going to be lurking. You have a bad migraine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's probably all these energies, right, from the sun. I've had a migraine. I don't have one today. I had one for just a little tiny one that I don't need to take any medication for. But there's been a lot of atmospheric changes and energies that sometimes go at you here. So I hope you. One of the medications I use is very helpful. It's called Maxalt. It allows the migraine to go away. But people who deal with migraines, you have all kinds of remedies and things that you use, right? And our good friend, the brainless one here, our Slavic pagan, greeting us in traditional Slavic paganism. Good to see you. James Maynard Moreland, you are a wizard. Good for you. Good for you. Meme, nice to see you. The end is nigh. Yeah, it probably is, right? It probably is. Good morning. They've been saying the end of the world is nigh forever. Shit happens, but we always come back, right? Let's see here. Nobody gets out of this world upright. Don't sweat the small stuff. Tell them, Vixen. Demon Basic AI has been around for a long time now. It's only been just recently that it has been made more accessible to peoples. Yeah. We are the knights who say nay. Okay, good for you. Yeah, or you're talking about the AI fundamentalists, right? There are always people that somehow create this morality systems that make them feel wonderful, and they use it to make people feel guilty while they're not doing things their way. Like we talked the other day about the guy who's got a YouTube channel who shames people for not putting their shopping carts in the right place. I mean, how ridiculous. He feels all righteous, and he has all of these righteous followers that are, I mean, in the end, it really doesn't matter what you do with your shopping cart. No one cares, right? It's helpful when you put them all together, but you have people that go out and get the carts. That's part of their job, is to get the carts. I'm disabled. I'm not going to, be walking all around the place to empty my shopping cart. If it is available to me, I will certainly use it. But if I'm parked way in the back, I'm not going to, further stress myself out. It was hard enough going in the damn store. Father, how did the appointment go? Real good. I got all my shots in my back yesterday morning. It went really well. Let's see. You are illegally a unicorn. Oh, how did you pull that off? You're a unicorn, James? Are you giving out free rides here to our audience members? Unicorn rides. Thank you. So, boo government. Blessings to all. What's the root of morality? See, this person's a Christian apologist. Survival. Survival in the best way. The continuation of the species is the best. That's where morality is based. The ability to function, the ability to thrive as a species. That is the root, not some invisible deity in the sky. That is helpful, but that is not separated from us. Don't you love Christian apologetics with those questions? Yeah. The reason why you want to do good to others is because it benefits you, right? That is the basis of morality. Survivability. Creating a society that your species can thrive in. Survivability is the basis of morality. Allowing people to express themselves freely and develop without harming them, allowing them to have free speech, allowing them to operate in a world where you can develop. These are internal principles. You don't have to tell a mother to love their child. There's an intrinsic reality. This is, I want to love my child, right? And a child, I want to be loved. These are internal things. They're not separated from us. We are not separated from divinity. We don't need a divinity telling us what to do. Did not the apostles say the commandments are hidden in the heart? It's all in here. It is all in here, right? We don't need gods telling us what to do because we are not separated from the divine. Christian apologists, they try to do this bullshit argument all the time. Doesn't work. I used to be a Christian apologist. I know I take the best responses that I've had by my good friends, the secular humanists. They have the right answers. Let's see here. They want to force you to register your unicorn? That is terrible. I believe in your freedom, James, that you should not be inhibited in your unicorn reality that you do. That we don't allow politics here or Bible thumping. If you are thumping your Bibles, we will remove you. I don't mind you talking about your spirituality, but please don't copy and paste shit in here. I mean, that's such a nuisance. I just ignore it. What about wizardry? Wizardry is fun. Fun, fun, fun for all and for the family. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Trying to catch up to your comments. Oh, we have a thumper. Am I mentally disabled or do you have physical disabilities as well? I am mentally disabled, and I'm glad you're tuning in to hear information from someone who is mentally disabled. That tells me a lot about you. You know, it tells me a lot about how you act and operate. You're willing to learn. Who is more disabled? The one in the brain, the one who takes information, or the one who is who he is? It tells us a lot about you, sir. Nice try, jackass. You did it with pure force of will. You became a unicorn beyond all doubt. Really? Well, I salute you, sir, and your ability to transform. Know the route to morality. The route to reality is common sense. Like you know that's wrong to want to do harm to another person because you've experienced harm yourself. I mean, these are really common sense questions, right? You could keep reframing it to try to get me in the corner while you want to do your Christian apologetics, but it's not going to work here. I am well versed in your art, sir. I used to be an apologist. You have a friend who's an exorcist. His stories are interesting. Yeah, I like, there's a lot of good stories out there, right? But the problem with modern exorcisms is that demons love them. They love the pomp. They love to play the game with people. They love talking to you in their demon form. I mean, it's really ridiculous that people aren't catching on to this nonsense. You're having these conversations with the demons. If you're a true person of power, you should have the ability to defeat the enemy without repeating your formulas and, why are you in there? Tell us where you come from. And telling all these stories. It's really ridiculous. These demons, they love to play your games with you. You should just be getting them out. Why can't you get them out? Because you have no real power. The object, if you really want to help someone who is demonized in any capacity, is you give them the right tools to deal with it. Because once you leave, they come back and annoy the shit out of the person still. If you don't teach them the proper tools to deal with it, they don't go away. They'll keep coming back and annoying you for whatever reason. You have to teach the person the power that is in them. The demons, they don't want people to know that. They want you to think it's in the person that's doing exorcism. And that they want you to be enslaved to them. Religion enslaves people. Demons love church. They never miss services. They love going in there. Oh, look at them. They'll put these in. They're not doing it the way you're doing. Demons never miss church services. Sometimes you have a demon running the church. The demons aren't like people say the demons are afraid of the word of God. They're afraid of the Eucharist. No, they're not. They'll give you the Eucharist. They are not afraid of your religious bullshit. They are not afraid of it at all. They play the game. They are beings of drama. They love your games. They love, I am a spirit of lust. I'm thinking about penises right now. They love playing your little games with you. If you are an exorcist, your job is to empower that other person to be free. That is what you need to be doing, is therapy, helping them to be free. That's why therapy has caught on to what exorcists fail to do, is to give the person what they need to be empowered. You don't need an exorcist anymore. You can go to a therapist, and if the therapist is good, they will give you the right tools psychologically to deal with what's going inside of you. And I know this from experience, because I was in The Exorcist. I did all of that shit when I was a Christian. Not too bad you have to come up from work early. Now you're beating yourself up for it. Oh, no. You bet evens overcome the odds, and now I am James, the illegal unicorn wizard? What does that mean? Now, I want to talk to you, before I go further, in the comments. I want to talk to you just briefly about artificial intelligence. This is all in my Substack. If you miss any of this, this is a conversation that has been continued from last night on our Discord. Now, I once found myself in a long conversation with a druid friend about AI. At the time, I would be considered really an AI fundamentalist. I love making people feel guilty about using AI. Well, I made myself feel righteous, but still really used it still without, like YouTube, right? I whine about AI, but I'm using an algorithm-based service, to do that, right? It's kind of a contradiction. So I was one of those people. And my friend listened to me patiently. And then he said something that made me shift the ground under my feet. He told me that AI is you. It is an extension of what we are. It is used to deepen our connection to the world, or it can be used to harm it. If you choose it, it can become a new, what he said, in figuratively, he didn't say these exact words, a new druid staff, a tool that amplifies our ability to understand, heal, and to create. The conversation forced me to rethink my relationship with technology that I had been resisting. Much of the fear surrounding AI today centers on the idea of replacement. People are worried that skilled creators and will be pushed aside, and we will lose our self in an artificial world. Now, these concerns are not new. Every major innovation that has sparked the same debates. When the car began, to be created, automobiles, right? It replaced horses. The reactions were almost identical to what we see today with artificial intelligence. There were people being called fools, newspapers saying that the dangers that happen from using automobiles, the jobs, stable owners, blacksmiths, and carriage workers would all be shifting away. Well, by the time of the 1920s, there was very little of these people left in the world, right? People feared job loss, and that the pattern. I mean, we moved on, right? We adapted. We have the ability to adapt to difficult situations. That is going to happen. There will be many jobs replaced in many ways. Just look what happened, 20-something years ago, 25 years ago. Disney laid off all of their cartoonists for what? Pixar, right? The digital. But they adapted, right? No one was bitching about Pixar anymore, are they? Are they, right? Because they're doing it too. The people adapt, right? The truth is AI, will replace tasks and we will adapt, just as we always have. What it cannot replace is our humanity. We will continue to treasure the best of what we create. There will never be an AI Michelangelo or a Picasso or a Blake or Robert Frost, because their work was not only was not technical; it was deeply human. Yet there will be people who take what we have made and they'll push it further and help it, their art, with these two new tools. My oldest son, he is graduating from college and he's getting into the medical fields. He will be using AI to enhance medicines. That's his goal. These medicines, think about the history of medicine. It began in magic, it began in alchemy, and then it transitioned again. Magic, alchemy, pharmacy, right? The AI is the next step. And hopefully one day AI will be able to cure cancer. This is not a loss of humanity, but an expansion of what humanity can do. A friend recently on Discord, I don't know if she's on yet, Natalie, said that Pandora's box has been opened. It's already here. It's not going anywhere, right? There is no going back. The question now is what will allow what we allow to guide what has come out of the box, right? We can choose to fear and become a new kind of bunker down fundamentalists, treating technology as a sign of the end times, guilting and shaming people, or we can choose to let the light of hope, that last thing that came out of Pandora's box, right? The light of hope. We can let that guide us into responsibility and shape our future. AI is not a force outside of us. It is a reflection of our choices, our values, and our imagination. The staff is in our hands. The question is, how will we use it? All right. That's what I wanted to say about AI. And that's all on my Substack. You can get to my Substack in my About Me if you want to go back and look at that again. But it's an important conversation. So there's no objective morality. All morality is based in subjectivity. You cannot say, now you can use it, you could create a system that gives you an objective goal. Like there is a deity, therefore we must have a set morality, like natural law, right? That is a subjective creation. There's no way to prove there is a deity that gives you laws. There's no way to do that. You can look in nature and find laws, certainly. And you could say, these are the laws of nature. Then, like the problem with natural law is that you're subjecting your humanity to pure, no creativity, just functioning by a set. When we live that way by a law, there's no more growth. We don't go beyond the nature. We don't go beyond this reality, this wall that says you cannot go further. Sometimes you have to go over the wall to achieve something. So when Catholics and Christians, they like to bounce around this idea of objective morality. They don't realize that their whole system is based in subjectivity. They've created all of this. There is no objective morality. We create the objectivity, and that's not bad. We should be having conversations about morality, what is right, what is helpful. And I think that the secular humanist is right, that it's based in our survivability. What is the best way we can survive as a species together? That is, I think, where we should be focusing our morality at. Not some invisible force that never gave us any rules. No, now you could say the Bible or the Quran or whatever is your rules, right? That is all created by humans. It's all subjective. But it's the word of God. Prove it. You can't prove it. You have to reference the material again and say, well, it says it's the word of God. That's a circular argument. There's no way to prove that God gave you any laws or anything. You have to make a subjective advancement towards that and create an objective truth for yourself. I mean, it's very simple. There's no such thing as objective morality. We create it. And we keep refining our, we should use religion. We should use all resources to have the best kind of morality that there is. But for me, the Bible doesn't achieve that, because what does it, look at its history. Look at the moral laws that were created. I mean, they were to stone homosexuals, right? I mean, stuff like that doesn't work out for survivability. You were called a unicorn once, demon, by a teacher. I ended up getting suspended the same day for fighting. Oh, man. We love our unicorn friends, don't we? All right, where am I at here? Unicorns are badasses, violently ungodly creatures. You don't like unicorns. I mean, there's different way of looking at it. Time for me to get going. Thank you, my friend. Have a great day as well. Appreciate you stopping in. The demon, the official representative of the Church of Satan. Good to have you here. Let's see here. You got suspended for fighting. Then they sent you to homeschooling. You became a drug dealer, and then the school tried to kill you. Oh, that's terrible. What a terrible experience you had there. What a terrible experience. You are magically angry. Yeah. What is magic? What is anger? Yeah. Keep going with the questions. Yeah. Socrates, keep asking the questions. I mean, I could give you answers, right? But it's all subjective from my point of view. Now, I could go to a religious book and say, look, that's what it is. You are taking a journey of trying to find what's right, when you're only going to be able to go so far, right? You only have so many resources to draw from, and that people like to call God. Once they start calling it God, they're controlling you with their subjectivity, their understanding of the world. And look where religion has got us, right? Look at the history of it, the Abrahamic faiths. It's not a good history at all. It's a terrible one. When you're not doing it their way, just as it is today, excommunication, right? You're not doing it their way. You're excluded now. You don't want to believe that Jesus was born a virgin? Don't come to my communion, right? It is a terrible and evil thing, but doesn't allow you to have opinion. There's nothing wrong with teachings. They're saying this is the best we have. But to condemn someone to hell for not having the same teaching of you, that's called control. I salute you as well. All right, thank you. You know everything, and I know nothing. I have not arrived. I'm still learning. Let's see. JMB 1914. That was a long time ago. I keep saying the C word. What is the C word? I don't know what that is. Check this guy's phone. Yeah, you will see on there lists of jackasses that I've banned on my channel. Goodbye, Dick. All right. Let's see. The story of Hector, the Iliad, and Jesus Mark John. The depiction of Jesus' suffering in the Gospels is parallels with the death of Hector, including being portrayed by a friend and being abandoned. Yeah, you could say the same thing in every mythologies. I mean, it's a repetitive story that is not new. What's unique about Christianity is its mythology of resurrection is developed more profoundly, where it's not a resurrection like in the Egyptian mythology. You are resurrected into an afterlife that is in another world. That's why they put all the shit in their tombs, because they're going to another world, right? Some Christians still think that way today. When you are resurrected, you go to another world. Well, that's not the message of Christianity. The resurrection, you come back to earth, and earth too gets a resurrection. Everything gets transformed. It doesn't get destroyed. It doesn't get left behind. It gets changed. So what you're saying there, your name is Cream Jesus, as you call yourself. All of these mythologies, they have these mysteries in them that are repeated. These archetypes that you find throughout history. These messages are important for us. These messages give us hope. These messages guide us. And they need to be explored and be taken seriously. That doesn't mean you have to believe it that way, but you should consider it. I could see that you're probably one of these anti-Christians by your name. You're here to start a fight with them. That is, childish. It's time to grow up. Let's see. The demons work for the church. Yeah. Oh, that demon doesn't work for the church. All right. The stories of the New Testament are borrowed from other mythologies. Yes. When you see a body climbing, it's hard not to be curious. The success of the exorcist is impacted by the faith of the church. What is used to take 2 weeks now takes up to 2 years. Yeah, why does it need to do that? These beings are playing games with you. Jesus didn't take 2 years. Jesus said, in the name of Jesus, I command you to go out. Why can't you people do that? Why do you need to do these rituals over and over again, right? There's a different type of exorcism going on in the Bible than what you often experience in real life. There's a different, the mythology of exorcism goes back to the times of Solomon, and understanding the world they lived in. Everything was a devil. They didn't have psychologists, right? Everything was a demon. Most often, in my experience with people that are possessed, it is them doing it. They are manifesting their energy in a way that they can climb on the wall. It's not often, when I am a demon of lust. I mean, that's you. These are all archetypes within the collective human consciousness that sometimes take on physical form in people. They need to be healed. And modern medicine can help people to get there. I'm not discounting I still do exorcism. I still help people to find freedom within, but I am not a therapist. I use the spiritual formulas to help people to be empowered in themselves. I don't discount the role of the therapist. Your wife does a pretty good job at making you behave. That's good. The words of Pinhead, I am God. Yeah, Hellraiser, right? He was the God in that he had all of the power, right? He had all the power for that person, right? And all that power was destroyed when they learned how to get rid of that damn box, right? That's all of that God reality, that person saying, I am the God. They're only God because of their box. Pinhead in Hellraiser. The only way they had power over you is because of you were playing with their box. That's the same thing with, like, if you look at religion today, these people they are God to you. They tell you what God is, right? Because of the box they have given you, which is some religious text, right? They are afraid of the Blessed Mother. No, they're not. They're not afraid of anything. They're not afraid of anything. They go to church. Demons go to church. Now, they don't like good stuff. They don't like Our Lady, if you want to call her that. They don't like Sophia. They certainly don't like it. They don't like the Father either. They don't like ideas about Jesus. They don't like these things. They're not afraid of the mother. They're afraid of the person putting a faith in an archetype that gives them a benefit and health and trust. That's what you find in, like, exorcisms and prayers, is that people are exercising their belief system to defeat the evil, not the other way around. That's why exorcisms that you find in, like, ritualistic ones, they take hours and sometimes weeks, because they're repeating the formulas over there. They're developing a place where the person could see the value in the ritual. They're putting all of their will into it. You don't need all those rituals for that. Our Mother, the Lady, whatever you want to call her, she is a symbol that the person is exercising hope in. It's the person that they're afraid of. They're not afraid of the symbol. Yeah, I mean, they've possessed statues of Mary all the time, making them cry and stuff like that. They're not afraid of statues. Habitual 3, good to see you. Funny thing, exorcism seemed to begin after the Exorcist movie came out. No, they've been around forever. The Catholic Church has been doing them. The Catholic Church has the most developed forms of exorcism. They have schools to this very day. Well, a good friend of mine is an exorcist that lives over in Africa. I understand it. I've been taught in the art, and I've been able to cut through the middleman and really help people and not play the game of the demon. They love exorcisms. They love making all the noises and stuff. You don't need to play their game. You teach the person how to be empowered, to help them to know that they are loved, to know them that they can overcome the problems within themselves. You are there as the coach, the guide. You're not there to replace their becoming whole. Now, if they're in a place of incapacity, like if they are a child, if they are someone that is severely in a place where they cannot get there, then you are there to remain the guide, to remain the helper until that they can make their own decisions. Because their children do get possessed. I mean, it does happen. You have to be the presence that is there to contradict that reality, and that is the great mystery. But the goal is to get the person into a place where they can find freedom for themselves. Until that time, you have the custodians, the parents, the community that is there, being a part of that spiritual growth of that individual, or to remain that shield. And that is the role of the church or the mosque or the synagogue or the temple. These realities are there to nurture that. That's what exorcists do. You can't be more wrong. I used to work in the Catholic Church, sir. I'm very familiar with the process. The exorcist only goes in after the psychological subject in the Catholic Church. And sometimes that's a nuisance, right? That the Catholic Church has safeguards to protect the individual from public humiliation, taking them through psychology and then performing the ritual. That's very important, I think. But it's also a nuisance. Have you seen the Conjuring movies? That's real. All that red tape bullshit you can eliminate right away with people who know what they're doing. And my friend of mine, he runs an exorcist school, and he agrees with me. He taught me how to get around all of the bullshit to see if it's really evil. You don't need to go through all the red tape. You begin to take charge of yourself. You begin to deal with it in your own way. You don't need rituals. You just need a person that is willing to love you and to encourage you and to inspire you, to pray for you, to fast for you. You don't need all those rituals. If you were a Christian and involved in exorcism, you probably did not. I was ordained in the Catholic Church, sir. I was an ordained minister. I was and what you're saying is not even Catholic, Melchizedek. That's not even Catholic. All Christians have the ability, the authority to cast out devils. The Catholic Church made laws where only the church laws delegate only to the presbyter that the bishop has chosen for each diocese. That is the law. And in that law, they can choose assistants to help, right? That is what you see. So you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't know Catholic teaching. You don't know canon law. You're just being who you are, a nuisance. If you're going to need to stop and get some more coffee on the way. Father Chad Rippringer, he's a dumbass. He's a pompous son of a bitch, is what he is. I know all about him. Him and his little conversations with demons, getting information from the other side and boasting about it. What a stupid asshole. My spiritual father, he told me, never have conversations with demons. Get them out. You got this stupid asshole. You have this person suffering from a demonic entity, and instead of getting it out, he's having conversations about the future and life and shit like that. He is a son of a bitch. He is not a healer. He's an egotistical maniac with a clerical collar. And it's a real shame. And I'm not, when I did practice Catholicism, there were many clergy members that agreed with me that this guy is a dumbass. Very dangerous. Yeah, your concern is surveillance, which is likely a scarier issue than you realize. AI can't be a bard because it has no spirit, but a bard certainly can use AI to extend his or her spirit into the world. AI is a tool, Nothing more, nothing less. It's an extension of our humanity. Don't come to my ranch then. I have cameras everywhere. Ooh, man. At the same time, Father Bard, we will never get those artists or anything like them ever again. Bullshit. You will always have artists in the world. You will always have the magic of our humanity. There'll never be another Led Zeppelin, but there will be great people that will continue in this art. We will treasure what is sacred to our humanity. AI will not replace that. AI, the reason why people are bitching about it is because of the universal access. We're seeing more and more of it today. When people are, making their AI music and stuff like that, right? We're seeing more and more of it. That is why we are afraid of it. It's always been here. Look at the history of electronic music, right? Look at the history of, as I went back to Pixar, replacing the cartoonists, right? It's always been here, and we've always adapted. We still treasure the beautiful. We still treasure the wonderful. You could spot AI a mile away if you are an artist or you are looking for genuine art. You can know what AI is. It's not hard. Let's see here. Blessings from 1 hour delay. I'm already an hour behind. Thank you. Aes Sedai is here. The High Priestess of the Orchard, Gwendolyn. Good to see you. Oh, look, someone's already being censored here for their nonsense. Oh, good morning to you. You watching me, that's as sketchy as AI watching me. AI is always... Now, if you don't like AI, get rid of your cell phone. Get rid of your television set. It's always watching you, right? You need to be careful. In the future, there's going to be a collection of data that can be used against you. That is something you need to be afraid of. That's an abuse, not by the AI, but by the sons of the bitches that want to get into your life, right? That's not AI's fault. That's not AI's fault. And if you're afraid of that, take precautions. There are going to be wicked people. There have always been wicked people. There's always been tapping of your phones. There's always been listeners collecting data. You say a certain word on a cell phone, it's going to trigger the FBI, right? Everyone, you're always being watched in some way. Yeah. Oh, your school has an hour delay today? Oh, great. Glad that you'll be able to be here today. Oh, I just lost all my comments again. Where am I at? Let's see. Scrolling through here. Just a little bit behind here. Not too far behind in our conversation. Let's see. Oh, trying to catch up to you here. Yeah, good to see our good friends here. Don't worry. Read that. Yeah. See here. A priestess is never late. That's right. Spirituality without the Lord is trespassing, breh. Need to repent and believe the gospel. Why can't you show me spirituality without quoting a verse here from the Bible? Why can't you demonstrate true and authentic spirituality without quoting someone else's works? That tells me you have no spirituality, bruh. Usually spiritual people don't communicate like children as well. Fancy son. Grow up, bruh. Revel Natod, good to see you. Trespassing in our own garden, that's really fancy. Yeah. There was spirituality in the thousands of years before Jesus was ever born. Yes, spirituality is us. It's our creativity. It's our imagination. And when you're saying that your achievement in terms of there's wonderful religious wisdom in the world, but when you say this must be the only way, and then it becomes something that is evil because it stops your creativity. Let's see here. Where am I at? Oh, scrolling through here. Where am I at? Yeah, I'm always losing my space. Today is fire. Thank you, Bart. You're welcome, my friend. Glad to have our good friend here. But I'm losing my place again in the chat here. I'm trying to find it. The object of morality is feeding children to bears. Yeah. Thank you, the prophet Elijah's Elisha, for feeding children to bears. Great moral lesson there. Take care of yourself. Spirituality should be deeply personal, which is most fundamental Christians rub me wrong. Yeah, it is deeply personal, and it's also something that is universal. It's not meant to be hidden. It's supposed to be lived by you. What the problem that you're experiencing is dogma being forced upon you. You should see spiritual people in the world. There should be teachings that help you to be spiritual, but it should not be forced. And that's what Christians do, and Muslims. They try to force it upon you. You don't see Jews doing that shit, do you? Jason, good to see you. The Bible are filled with war. Those nations touting the Bible are still filled with war. It's not a religion of peace at all. No. Yeah. The idea of the peace of Christ comes when you're doing what they want you to do. That's it, right? If you're not doing what the church wants you to do, you're outside of the peace. You are given over to Satan for the destruction of the flesh, right? Robot Wolf, good to see you. Bradley Breadbears here, good to see you. You can share spiritual with others without making dogma. Yeah, it's not difficult. They say King James book is written, authored by Rosicrucians and the Freemasons. No, King James book was written by a lunatic. That's what it was, who had an agenda. Derek Bendoverman is here. Good to see you. The only person to ever defy physics, Jesus, right? Why can't that miracle be repeated by the Christian community? He said, you will do greater miracles than me. In my name, you will be able to do what I'm doing, right? Because it's not, I'm open to the idea if it was possible. I mean, you could certainly, with the right, look what happens when you have monks in Buddhism go out and sit out in the ice. They are defying physics, right? They're supposed to be freezing to death, but they've learned to use their power to overcome the physical. So I'm open to the idea of walking across the water. It's never been done before by anyone else, but anything is possible, I believe. There's a lot of really strange things in our universe that are possible. And we're learning more and more about that with quantum physics and other forms of sciences. But mathematics is behind it all. Sound like it's impossible. There's mathematics defines everything. When you have the right math, you do what? You make miracles happen. Mathematics to me is spirituality. It's really sad that our schools have turned it into ideas that you have to learn, that have no real value unless you're going to work in a job. I think that a lot of children, they miss out on the arts and the sciences when they're not taught as a form of spirituality. All the ancient people, like Pythagoras, right? These mysteries of the universe that we unlock with our sciences are wonderful, right? They are spiritual. The resurrection has 0 trustworthy eyewitnesses. Now, I'm not against the idea. I'm not against the possibility that the human spirit, the power of the will, could one day overcome the obstacles of death. We are, in our technologies, we are trying to achieve that, and we're getting closer and closer, right? The integration with the machine is right around the corner. Having nanobots rejuvenate your body, that's right around the corner. It's not an impossibility. Could it be possible for the human will to be able to overcome the limitations of the human body? And I could see that as a possibility in the resurrection. There's nothing more powerful than the human will. And this is a great mystery. And the miracles that we've seen in the world. Miracles happen, but everything can be explained if we have the right tools and technology to understand the mystery of it, right? Let's see. Jesus likes Egypt, has no record of mass exodus. Yeah, that's all mythology, right? There's no evidence historically for Jesus is going into Egypt and coming out. I mean, it's like it's all the events surrounding it are really ridiculous in some of the gospel narratives. What the biblical author was doing was representing biblical prophecy in order to fitting it into the story of the Christ. Science is absolutely spiritual. We are all learning of ourselves, the universe. Yeah. It's unfortunate that people don't look at it that way, like in our schools. Kids hate it, right? A lot of kids think it's boring. I always taught my children that the sciences are wonderful and you should learn the secrets of the universe. You have a responsibility to do that. That's part of being a human being, is to operate. Now, some people aren't geared towards certain subject matter. I mean, I was terrible at most things except religion. I should have never graduated from anything. Magic has been around forever. It has. It still is today, right? We just don't call it that way anymore. You watch David Copperfield make a train disappear. Yeah, that's illusion. That's not the type of magic that helps you to overcome obstacles. You are a demon of whimsy and charity. Yeah, Christian apologists fabricate stuff all of the time. He is a doctor of psychiatry and the paranormal and a jackass. That's what he is. You can have every degree in the world and position and still be a jackass. And that's what that priest is right there. Rippinger. He's a pompous son of a bitch. And that is not my opinion. That's the opinion of many Catholic clergy. I am retired. I don't do that shit anymore. But when we would talk about this asshole, he's terrible. Talking to demons and getting information while the person is suffering from this needing to be cast out. He's learning about events of the world and shit. You don't talk to demons. What a dumbass. Let's see here. Inserting a joke and playing with the box. Knight of Cyphers here. Jesus was a man, a teacher, a sage. But sure, we're walking on water, raising the dead. All fantasy. From your perspective, I am open to the possibility that we'll be able to do these things too in the future. Sometimes there are great people in our world that are capable of great things that we cannot explain. And I'm open to the ideas. Can I prove it? No. I don't make a dogma out of it. I'm like, that's interesting. It's possible. Being open to possibility is being a true scientist, not discounting all things, looking at the whole human history and taking the best out of it and trying to find explanations for things. Cats love boxes. Let's see. They are terrified of Our Lady. You are very confused. You don't know shit. You could pray a rosary as all you want to, and the demons will just laugh at you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You are a Catholic fundamentalist, nothing more than that. I lived Catholicism, sir. I've dealt with demons. You're just a child who is playing around with the apologetics manuals. You watch Yoda lift an X-Wing out of a swamp. See, anything's possible. Let's see. The one true church. Sure it is. The true church who goes around destroying people's cultures and hides rapists and everything. Good job. You want to, these true, like I've repeated this before. When I was a Catholic clergyman, one of the most annoying peoples are like this that come into our church. I'm in the true church. They're only in the true church intellectually. They have no spirituality. They don't give a shit about the community. They don't do any type of Christian charity unless it benefits them. They're not interested in following the way. They just have this intellectual satisfaction within themselves. They don't care about Jesus. They don't care about following his teachings. It makes them feel good about themselves. It's all about their ego. One of the most annoying when I was a Catholic, most annoying, hands down, were these people and their Catholic apologetics. They were all in here. They weren't living true church life. They weren't following. They weren't giving everything they had to the mission unless it was convenient for their ego to do so. You want to go help out at the soup kitchen? Yes, when it's convenient for me, I will do so. When it makes me feel good on that Saturday morning, they don't give a shit about, I think Christianity needs to be the Salvation Army. They're always giving. You don't see anything else. When I tell you the Salvation Army, what do you think? People who give. You don't even know they're Christians, right? You think they're just a charitable organization. That's what Christianity should be. If you're serious about being a Christ follower, that you should become a member of the Salvation Army. They're the only ones doing that shit. No other churches. You want to go get charity at Catholic Church? They'll send you across the street to Catholic Charities. They've delegated their responsibilities to another organization. I mean, it's really ridiculous. All right, let's see here. The parlor trick of the demonic are completely ignored by the exorcist. Yeah, bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. You've been called Satan before. Yeah, because they love calling everything that you're doing against them the devil, right? Like being gay. What will they do? You have a gay demon. Let me cast it out of you. Nothing's happening. I still like being gay. Nothing's happening. What's wrong? Is it me or it's you? They'll say it's you. You want to be gay. Yeah, because I was born that way. You are giving yourself over to the devil. We're not going to help you anymore. Goodbye. Let's see here. The little boy in the Exorcist movie saw Michael the Archangel and said it's finished. Yeah, sure he did. Let's trust all of our evidence based on movies. Oh, let's see here. Seem to work in every denomination of every religion. Yeah, that's universal. You don't need a Catholic Church to do it. You have been working with the ministry for 40 years and still you don't know shit. You're one of the Pentecostals, aren't you, of the Catholic Church, charismatic deliverance ministry. Sure you do. Yeah, those people are annoying as hell with their demonology books and stuff. What a nuisance, right? The rituals are necessary. Yeah, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you need a ritual. The demon should be scared of what's inside of you. The ritual should be merely that what communicates what's inside of you. And you can do that in many ways. You don't even need to say the name of Jesus to a demon. You could say, fuck off, and it'll leave. But you can't do that, can you? They'll laugh at you because you have no real power. All your power is in a ritual. Let's see here. Isn't that what the book is about? Unbound Self-Exorcism? Yeah, did you know that book is now outlawed? Well, they edited it. Because the Pentecostal, good to see our good friend Billy. The book Unbound is about deliverance ministry. And it was well done for its time, but they later had to edit, say, Catholics are no longer allowed to use the name of Jesus on entities. That is only for the ascribed exorcists to do. And what my spiritual director told me to do, to teach people is, just whisper it under your breath. It will do the same thing. In the name of Jesus. Come out. They don't even need to hear it. You can just whisper it under your breath. Don't play the legalism game when it comes to people who are demonized. If you are a Catholic Christian, you have a responsibility, not the exorcist. It's you who discovers the problem. You need to begin to work on it. In the name of Jesus. That's all it takes. Don't play these rules games with demons. They love the Catholic Church. It's the best way they've been gotten known in the world today. The Exorcism of Emily Rose is fascinating. Yeah, it's also sad, too. If you know the real story of Emily Rose, the Mother Mary appeared to her and said, will you get possessed again so we can talk about exorcism with the world and make a movie about it? And what did the priest say, her spiritual director? Okay, what a dumbass. What a stupid thing just because it's Mary, you should have told her to give her the middle finger. I don't want to be possessed again. What kind of bullshit is that? So I can suffer? What a sick, sick thing these Catholic clergymen have done to people. The rituals work in all religions. I am a priest, and you do know. Well, you don't know shit. You're probably brand new to the work. Did your bishop ordained you as the canonical priest, and you don't even know the damn laws of the church, saying that only you have the power to do it? You don't know shit about the church laws. You've only been delegated that power. Every believer has power to deal with demons. You don't even know the church canons. Oh my goodness here. Chad is a dumbass. All right, I'm not talking about that shit anymore. Spiritual entertainment. You don't believe malevolent faces. Yeah, you don't have to. Ritualists only work if they have the authority. Then how come you have to keep repeating the exorcism? Right? If you really have the authority. Now, if you are a real exorcist, you would know the difference between authority and power. Anyone can do the ritual, any priest. But if you don't have the power in your life, that's why you go to a confession, right? You try to get your right life. You fast. You get your life in right when you deal with the entity, right? Children. Ripperger is engaging in level 1 necromancy. I don't know why he hasn't been disciplined by his diocese, because he's a hero to all the Catholic fundamentalists in the Catholic Church. He's an evil and wicked person. He doesn't deal with the demons appropriately. These people are suffering. You think, therefore I am. Have I ever ate too much cabbage? Yeah, all the time. Let's see here. I'm impressed you followed the context of my input. So much later. Well done. Yeah, I'm an hour behind in the comments, sir. So I apologize. Look, now I'm possessed. I am the one who is possessed here, because I'm not doing it the way he wants. I am possessed. Well, Mr. Powerful Catholic priest, perform your exorcism. Start saying your St. Michael prayer. Do your Hail Mary, and any Catholic can get out the ritual of exorcism, right? You can get it right online. Go ahead and start repeating it. I submit to your exorcism, sir. If you think I have a demon, I am waiting. Tell me when you've finished, and we'll see if the demon's still here. I'm giving you permission. I'm challenging you and your power. My demon is saying, go ahead and try. Let's see what you got, sir. Guess what? Nothing's going to happen, because you are full of shit, or you're one of those powerless sons of bitches that live a double life and have no real Christianity in you. It's all ritual and paper for you. Let's see here. I am possessed. I mean, the stuff I was talking about is already regulated in music and media. It's not just persecuted here in regards to AI. Yeah, we've always had rules and regulations, right? With whatever new technology has come out. That's important to protect people and to protect, people's rights and things. Yeah, very important, right? You need to have a better attitude. No, you don't, Billy. You be you. You be you. Billy here is a good Roman Catholic Christian and has been a part of the program for a long time. Has watched me leave Catholicism and is still here. Because I was pretty much saying the same stuff when I was in the Catholic Church, right? Nothing's really changed. Let's see. It's not that you just need to be improved on. Yeah. Even YouTube AI needs to be improved. Yeah. Are you wearing a cape? Yes, I'm Batman. You remember that gentleman who thought he was Batman? His now goes by the name of Goose Wayne. He was on Dr. Phil. That was all comedy. That he thought he was a superhero, and he was going around. That was all a scam, and it was on Dr. Phil. Now he trolls people now. 5 father gifts there. Thank you, my friend. Join us on Discord if you are a member. Join us on Discord. If you're a fundamentalist, we'll kick you off right away. He's wonderful. He trolls people now on TikTok and YouTube. He continues to. That was all a scam that they pulled off. Dr. Phil's been scammed many times by professionals, right? The idea that he really believed he was Batman and his wife was dealing with it. It was an excellent scam. You never seen no demons, seen evil people, but no goat man. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me find myself here. Just a little bit behind in the comments. Just a tad bit behind, but I will always catch up to you. Oh, let's see here. Good morning, the bad photographer. Yeah, good to see you. That's one of the things that AI is replacing is photography, right? Photography is becoming a nostalgic art form. My daughter's a photographer. She loves taking, there's a uniqueness to that, right? That is something that, that we need to work on, is preserving this form of art form in like journalism and stuff. Let's see here. ELP, good to see you. Then be respectful to the mods and you won't get timed out. Mindless Tao, tell them. Father Deacon, I have to go. I can never stay around long enough to get my comments. Have a good one. Take care, Billy. Glad you stopped in. Yeah, that was when I was a clergyman, they would call me Father Deacon. Some Catholics still do that today. Even though I've left the ministry, I've left the church, I'm an apostate. Yeah, they have this idea. Once you're a minister, you're always a minister. Let's see here. No, let's see. Was I laicized by the church? No, I retired. I have a disability and I retired. I was getting high off THC every night to deal with my arthritis. And I told my bishop, I can't do this anymore. I'm high all the time. I'm in pain all the time. I cannot walk. I resigned. Well, I didn't tell him that I was leaving Christianity too. I don't think he even knows. I mean, he never really talked to me that much to begin with. My parishioners, they all know. Some of them don't like it. Some followed me out of the church. Let's see, protect this guy. Thank you, Young's Blood. Blessings and drive safe today. Thank you, Onaski. Glad to have you here. The Hebrew Hammer Operator is here. Good morning to you. It's always a bit scary for me that the place where mathematics breaks down, the event horizon is completely black, zero personified. Yeah, there's a mystery in that, right? You don't think it's impossible? Just not enough evidence for you to believe so far. Yeah, the being forced to believe in something when there's no evidence for people, telling someone you have to believe first and then it'll make sense. That's a scam, right? You should demand evidence. Thank you, the bad photographer. Appreciate you. You should demand evidence of everything. I question everything that I do, my choices. I'm my own center of choice. Why am I making this decision? Is there evidence that this would be the right decision? That is wisdom. But the church has scammed people to believing, blessed are those who believe and don't see. I mean, that is a scam. That is an evil scam that many people today, they're make-believing, hoping one day it'll be real. So that's the problem, is being forced instead of saying, this is our mythology. If it's helpful to you, maybe these things are real, we don't know. But these are the stories we tell. If it helps you, grow in spirituality, then use it. Let's see here. Good morning, Jeanette Harris. The more we learn to access the sleeping parts of our brain, so many things a thought will be possible, quite possible. We only use the 10%. Yeah, that's an interesting look forward in the future with the integration with technology, where we could take our brain power, right? It's been waiting, right? It's been waiting, right? You have a brain to get more brain use. The brain is waiting for you and your evolutionary leap And technology is going to bring us there. We are going to be using more of our brains, more of our senses, more of our power. We do that mostly artificial right now. But soon we will be able to tap into that and this expand the human consciousness in ways that we have never thought possible. Sacred geometry is truth. Certainly. Certainly. Yeah. Bad Larry. Science is wonderful. Watching my students' eyes light up when you understand something is the hour. Yes, certainly. Certainly. I agree with you. Watching that inspiration take place, right? When you open their mind to a new experience of what is already here. What is already here. Yeah, I was amazed because I was hoping, like when I was Catholic, I was hoping my son would also follow the clerical line and go to seminary and all stuff. And he's a very spiritual person. And to my surprise, he chose to become a scientist. And I thought that was how you're going to live that out, your spirituality. Now, I left the church. He did not. But he's as I tell people, he's a universalist. He doesn't believe in hellfire as a place of torture. There are lots of Catholics and Orthodox Christians that are forced by dogma to believe in a hell that choose not to. Nathan Brandon, good to see you. Jesus indicated that we all have the ability to walk on water. That's a good point. With the right transformation, technology, whatever. See, Jesus Christ is your king. Keredun is mine. You have satanic symboling here. See, you're offensive to me, donkey. That's offensive to me. You're being a jackass. These are cultural symbols, sir. They belong to my Celtic heritage, and you are being a bigot, sir, by saying it's demonic. You're just like those other forms of bigotry that we have in the world. Something that is wonderful and good, part of my culture, is now the devil. You're a terrible person. Carl Jung has helped you to credit the spiritual side of consciousness. Yeah, I love Carl Jung. Before I got on here today, I released a YouTube short with a quotation of Carl Jung, right? So you're not your past, you are what you want to become. That's very important for understanding the world you live in. You're not defined. You don't have to let that define you. You can let your past define you. You can let your past dictate where you're going. Or you can choose a path of becoming what you want to do, what you want to be, how you want to live. You don't let your past is not you. See here, Typh Hemp, Cormac McCarthy called consciousness a committee, and you love that, yeah. See, God needs no follower. That's right. God doesn't need anything. Gods that need anything from you, you should give him the middle finger. That's a pathetic God, right? You're right. Jesus challenged shallow religion in favor of personal experience. Yeah, they were controlling everything, right? Yeah, that's it. That especially in the Gnostic texts, he does that, right? Collective soul and universal mind for some people. Yeah, some people interpret it that way, right? Yeah, the mods dictate their time to provide a service for the community. Least you can do is be respectful. Oh man, see, where am I at here? Trying to catch up to your comments. I know that I'm a little bit behind here and what I'm doing here, and I have to go wake up my Trampus Bowmeister. Crazy Carl is here. Let me go get my tortoise real quick. Why am I turning white here? Why is the bar turning white? There we go. I'm going to get my tortoise. I got to wake up my kids for their school. I'll be right back. Time to awaken. coming back. The Bard is coming back for your spiritual entertainment. Hey, you need to get up. You're getting up. Yeah, you can do that. All right, the tortoise is here. All of the children have been awakened. Here she is, right there for your viewing pleasure. It is Madame Tortoise. Look at that. Just think of the future of technology, being able to integrate our relationship with animals, right? Having AI create a somehow translator of human emotion and animal emotion, where you can truly bond with your animals in a whole new way. Think about that. Think about that with the future of our animal friends here, that will be able to develop this greater bond that we already have with them, to be able to know what they like and don't like, to be able to express our love to them in a much deeper way. All right, say goodbye. There you are. All right, back to your face, my tortoise. Yeah. Boys, better be up. All right. Here I am, once again with you. I've just put the tortoise away, our favorite person of the day, right? Our wonderful tortoise here. Let's see here. Let me find. Oh, I love it when my computer tunes out. Collective Soul, I read that. Good morning. Good morning to you, all these wonderful people. You're not gay today. Remember, it's not Tuesday yet. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah. Thank you for helping me recall that very important fact. Cool Hand Mountain Man. Yeah. Let's see here. Inquisitor, Bacon, Mindless Dow, Jeanette, all of these wonderful people here. Glad that you're here. Roku is here. Good to see you, Roku, our good friend. Oh, man. The Pentecostals are annoying and told me my heart is in the right place, but I will still go to hell. What a good God. You might be a nice person, you might be nicer than me. You're giving out, most of your life to your community, but you're going to hell. What kind of just God does that shit, right? Falcon, good to have you here. The Catholic Church is satanic. Yeah, that's why I left. All Christian institutions to me are satanic. They're all forms of control and manipulation. And the Catholic Church is the worst. Now, if I grew up in the Orthodox Church, it might be quite different. Now, they're less controlling, but they still have dogma. Hell translates to the grave. Sure it does. And maybe for you, but not for Catholic teaching. Dude gets timed out and acts like the end of the world. Yeah. Smeagol, good to see you. The Smeagol. Jesus said we have all the power. You have the power. We're all He-Man here. Everyone dance now. I've got the power. It's getting kind of hectic. Yeah. What was that? The factory something. What was that group called? And it's called Snap. No, that's a different song. Let's do the time warp again. Nice to be in the room with you. All these nice and wonderful people here. Your demons coming out. Was there an exorcism? He's right. Full of shit. Hadn't had me morning ablution yet. Yeah. You know them by their fruits. If people, a lot of religious people in this world, they're all words. If you look at their lives, I mean, for me, what you see is what you get. I'm a thoroughly flawed human being. I just share my experiences with you. I don't call for allegiance. I enjoy telling stories. I like sharing from my life. I like sharing my experiences, and people like hearing that. I don't claim to be a teacher. I am a cult leader, but that's a little bit different. But a lot of these spiritual, so-called spiritual people, like the Christian believers, they're not living the life. They're following an idea in their head. There's no reality connected to the idea. Ideas aren't wrong, but they're not living the. If you're, as I said, if you're supposed to be a Christian, then you should be like Jesus, right? Everyone should see it. You should be always giving. That's a very serious commitment that I don't think people understand. You can't just show up at an institution, just believe in the ideas. But that's what most of it is, right? I mean, it doesn't work in Buddhism, right? You can't just show up to the Buddhist temple and say, I like these ideas. No, you are practicing. People become known for their spirituality. See here, wonderful, all these wonderful people here. Oh, man. I got 5 free subscriptions as well to give out. When I see 40 people watching, now how do you do that? You go up here and you like and you subscribe. That helps boost the algorithm. You also can do those little hearts and emoji things off to the side and comment. And when I see 40 people watching at once, I got 5 free ones to give out. That will give you access to our Discord server, and that you get all kinds of fun perks with that as well. So stay tuned and make sure you have gifts enabled on the bottom there. If your gifts are enabled, you'll be able to access it. If you don't have gifts enabled, it's going to pop up at the top of the screen, and everyone's going to click at it at once. And if you're not enabled, you're probably not going to get it. So keep that in mind, all right? Or I bless myself with the words of life. That's another way to help yourself, right, Vixen? The All-Father is loved here, certainly. I normally come on to troll random people on live, but this is too awesome. Enjoy your day, big dog. Yeah, we get that a lot here, right? We get that a lot. We have even one of our trolls became our monitor. Steve Dave, he came on here and trolled. He was kicked off. He came back with an alternative account, and then he expressed his joy and desire for being here. Now he's a moderator, right? Because he knows how to deal with trolls, because he was like a really good one. He's a professional. But thank you for saying that, Vaccinator One. Thank you for being here. Laziness kills ambition. Anger kills wisdom. Fear kills dreams. Ego kills growth. Jealousy kills peace. Doubt kills confidence. Now read that backwards. Attack the day. Look at that. Oh, man. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Love thyself, Falcon. Love you all who love Odin. I feel welcome then. Well, we are open to all reality here. We are not against Odin. Odin's the idea of the archetype, the All-Father. The mythology is wonderful. I read runes, so the mythology of Odin is linked to that. I think that's important. But there's a lot of people who don't love Odin, and they should be equally loved, right? See, only the Sith deal with avarice. The tortoises are here, slowly catching the monkey. Still water. Nice to see you. Let's see here. Hail the All-Father, hail the Doctor, hail the old gods. Yes. We know them by their fruit, and church's fruit is rotten. Yeah, think about that for a moment. Look in your communities, right? In the United States, I live in the South. There's churches on every corner. And yet I live in the capital of meth, right? Teen pregnancy, immorality. I mean, it's really high here. These Christian standards, right? What's going on with that? What's going on with that, right? You have all of this, these churches on every corner, and nothing. You got all these people going to church. Thousands and thousands of people live in my county. Thousands. I would say that 80% of the population where I live are church-going people. Yet look at how shitty it is. You got all of this evil taking. That tells me that these people are full of shit. Because if you have 80% of a population committed to the values of Jesus Christ, then we wouldn't be living in a shitty place. That tells me that you people are full of shit. Let's see here. Where am I at? One more to go. We're at 39. Can we make it to 40? Oh, there it is. All right. Here comes 5 free subscriptions. Get ready, friends. 5 free subscriptions coming up for you. Don't take it if you're a Christian fundamentalist. We'll kick you out. And please take it if you're going to participate in the community. Please don't take it if you don't comment. I mean, that's stupid. This will give you access to our Discord server. Good to see our good friends that got it. Yeah. All right, where am I at here? Scrolling through. Let's see. Loving humanity takes work and practice, right? That's right. Hail to you guys. Yeah, Rodney, thank you. Do you oil your tortoise? I had to oil my aunt's tortoiseshell. No, I don't. The tortoise does all of itself. It's got all the proper nutrients and health. It does all that itself. It's well maintained. I don't think it would need oiling. Yeah, consider joining the channel. If you're, I do this for a living. Like, subscribe is very helpful, but also the join button over there. Become price of a cup of coffee, really. That's all it is a day, small, medium, or large. Being a part of the community here. Once the money stops coming in, I'm only going to be here like once a week. But since you guys pay me, I come on every day. Latasha is here. Grand rising to you. Thank you, Latasha. It's always nice to see our friend Latasha here. Acadian Catholic. Hey all, nice to see you. I have subscribed. Owen, thank you, my friend. Thank you for your subscription. Taking down the Ayatollah. I don't do politics here. Not interested in the war. You are my fluffy rabbit, Bard. Yeah, I try. I try to be everyone's fluffy rabbit. Let's see. Bard, oh Bard, much love sent your way. I must go. Take care, cool hands. Bard seems more content in the grove. Yeah, I am. It's more peaceful there. Yeah, more peaceful. What's wrong with Muslim or Jewish accounts? Nothing. I don't care what religion you are. Shoot, I forgot to plug in my computer. It's going to die. It's warning me. Shoot. Plug in computer. There we go. It is now plugged in. Do I have my phone plugged in? Yeah. All right. Everything is returned to its optimal presentation here. Let's see here. Do soul connections feel others' pain while being tortured by demons? I don't know. I don't even know what you mean by soul connections. I never heard of that. Nothing changes in the community yet. Seems like a sex cult. Most churches. I probably would have stayed if it was a sex cult. That would have been a lot of fun. Let's see. All right, where am I at here? Scrolling through here. Yeah, there should, for our new community members, there's a members-only tab now that you should have on my channel. That's where our Discord link is. We're looking forward to seeing you. If you have any trouble, you can talk to Gwendolyn here or send me an email. Thank you, Stillwater. Just because people claim to be good doesn't mean they've taken the word into their heart. Yeah, you could say that, say from or a temple, synagogue, or mosque. I mean, it's pretty universal, right? See, the man doesn't acknowledge Jewish and Muslim fundamentalists. I'm just a sham and blasphemer. You're a dumbass. Nice try. Nice try. I am against all of the Abrahamic religions and all of its fundamentalism. You are welcome. Welcome to all new members, yes. Mason is spreading false information. No, he's just being a dumbass. He's trying to gaslight people. Stuff is being a child. So what about Jewish people say something about them being a part of the same religion? I respect Jewish people because they are not going around doing what Christians are doing. They recognize their Bible. Most of them see it as this is the history of our people and our God. But the way our ancestors talked about our God is not really how God is. He doesn't want you to kill children. They understand the mythological reality of the text and the culture and the history. There are fundamentalist Jews, but they are few and far found, unlike Christianity. Christians are the ones who took their religion and made it into a source of power and control and manipulation. And Islam took it up to another level after that. We have a rabbi who comes on regularly on the channel here. I don't know if he'll be on here today, but he's willing to have he knows that what I do here. He knows that I'm critical of his book, and he understands it all. See here, spring flowers and sunshine from Cornwall. Beautiful, beautiful. Witchcraft is nothing to F around with, buddy. Now, what you are insulting, again, another bigot on here. These are symbols of my Celtic heritage. And he's saying he's accusing it of being witchcraft. I think you're a terrible person for being a bigot. These are my cultural heritage here. Even the word bard, this is cultural for me. And you're being a bigot, sir, saying I'm a practitioner of a dark art. And that's not even what witchcraft is. You're so ignorant. There's more evil Christians than there are witches in the world, really. They come on my channel every day, like you. Prostate exam, good to see you. I am so worried, Bard, legitimately scared because of all the stupid bullshit. I'm not trying to bring up anything but spiritually. I'm very bothered and I feel lost. So you're talking about World War III, I think, right? It is scary, right? It's scary what our politicians have put us in. And you have a right to be afraid. But the only way to deal with what has come is to hope. Your hope is a light in the world. The more light there is, the more that darkness of war can be extinguished. That begins with you. Don't despair, my friend. Have hope in humanity. Have hope in the goodness and the value, the good things that we can do. One light is all that it takes. Like if you take a light in the dark, everyone sees the light. Be that light. Let your light spread where we can overcome the evil that is in our world, controlling our nations, controlling our politics, controlling our religion. Be that light, sir. Let's see here. Where am I going here? See here. Yeah. Behind on what that is a total de-evaluation of Catholic values. I'm not even talking to you. You're a moron. Yahweh would be a bad daddy. He certainly would. Leave it to the optimistic people to put on others. If you come on here being a dumbass, I'm going to optimistically say you're a dumbass. I'm an entertainer. I'm a comedian. I love it when you people come on here because it gives me access to my power of satire. Poor child, don't heckle a bard in his own home. Foolish, foolish you are. I have all the power here, sir. You do not. I have the audience at my ear. And everyone agrees with me, sir, that you are a dumbass. I'd say only the Christian fundamentalists will support you. Let's take a look. Is Mason a dumbass? Is Mason a dumbass? Let's see what the poll will say. Let's see what happens here. Is Mason a dumbass? Yes or no, my friends? Let's see you probably get like 20% of the Christians will support you in your distorted Catholic values. We will see what we got here in a moment here. Is Mason a dumbass? It only takes a few minutes, and it's always going to stay around 80% because there are probably 20% Christian fundamentalists that are here in the audience. But look at that. Let's end the poll right there. Good job, Mason. You see, you don't heckle a bard in his own home. I have the audience at my disposal here. Everyone agrees with me that you're a dumbass. And we're enthusiastic about it. Let's give him some of those those pop-up things on the side there. Congratulations. You've won the respect of the audience here, seeing that you are a dumbass. All right. Mason is a fool. Look, all these people in here. Just a child who's getting hurt by other people's ideas. It's time to grow up, sir. This is a spicy cult. Oh, yeah. Jesus is the only way, man. Maybe for you. For me, it's Ceridwen. Ceridwen is the way, the truth, and the cauldron. No one comes to the hour but by her. That's all I need is Ceridwen. Ceridwen is all you need. Let's see. Yeah. Sophia is no demon. Oh, man. Wow, crazy. Crazy. Religion has always been a power. Look at the Lutheran faith. And now he's taking the heat off. He's blaming the Lutherans, who didn't reform anything. They left and just got worse. We called our campus Sophia. You loved it, little van. Let's see. No, they are not pagan symbols. They are cultural symbols of my ancestors, the Celts. I am not a pagan, sir. I celebrate my ethnicity. This is what you have here. These are ethnic symbols, right? They want everyone in fear, keep people in power vibrations. Yeah, certainly. Certainly. I would agree. According to the text, Yahweh is Yeldabaoth. Yeldabaoth is the result of Sophia looking at a mirror, the moment of darkness. In the Bible, Yahweh had a father and a wife, though. Yeah, he did. They'll say, prove it, give me the verse. I'll give you historical exploration of the Bible is not a center of all truth. You have to get that off the table. Until you do that, you won't be able to see science or anything. You'll think the world is 7,000 years old. Someone said, fear judgment day. Yeah, I should be afraid. I'm going to be destroyed. Let's see. Good luck on judgment day, dear sir. And then he puts LMAO. That's such a good attitude to have for people who are going to be damned. You are going to be damned. LMAO, fear judgment day. You're such a good Christian. Look at you. Yeah, that's pathetic. Oh, man. Let's see here. Trump. We don't do politics here, sir. I don't think I've seen him so far behind like this. Means he's preaching the truth. Yeah, at some point I get back to the comments, right? But I'm at the bottom right now, so I have caught up. That's so funny, that guy. You're going to hell. That's such a good Christian attitude, to laugh at someone who is going to be burning forever by your wicked and evil deity. Let's see. That's your problem, bro. I'm grieving for you. I truly do. But what you are gaining. You're not grieving for me. You don't give a shit about me. You don't know me. I could be an AI. You're just grieving because you can't win your argument with me. You can't come on here with your fundamentalist conversation and try to win me over to your side. Therefore, I am now the enemy. I'm over here. I'm the devil, so on and so forth, because I'm not doing what you want me to do. That's what it is. You're trying to control me, and it's not working. It doesn't work on me. I've been through all of your bullshit. I've done it all myself with religion, just as you are, trying to win an argument to make my little ego get a little bit bigger. It beats ED medication. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at here? Asherah was Yahweh's wife, yeah. El Elyon was Yahweh's daddy. So you're basing your faith in material world? That's not very Celtic of you. I practice druidry, dumbass. Have you not seen my other videos? Oh my goodness here. These are my symbols here, and I'm having a conversation. This is a comedy channel. I mix spirituality and comedy together, druidry. I mix it together. Some people don't like it. Well, you don't have to watch. There's a lot of people in druidry that bitch about my channel. Look at him. Look what he's doing. Well, this is real life on here, YouTube chat. You either make comedy out of it or you just lose half your audience. Jean-Luc Picard is here. And it's always nice to see our good friend, the captain, in our midst. Let's see here. Yeah, we just judged Adam. Oh, no. Where am I at here? Yeah, creating a straw man argument. That's not very Celtic of you. Hello, Gwen of the Brown. Adoris the Sumeria was the original Noah. We should worship Sumeria before the Roman Church. Let's see. Such a loving and wonderful hypocrite Christian, yeah. Laughing at you for going to hell. See, they're using Christianity not for Christ. They're using it to make themselves feel superior over other people. That's why he put LMAO. You're going to hell, LMAO, on Judgment Day. Because he doesn't care about Jesus. He's only the Jesus of convenience for him. What helps him to get along in life and to boost his ego, makes him feel important. Now, I know all about you people. The Jewish have showed beautiful lights, not nuclear ones, small candles. We must all get along. The Bard is back from his cold he had last week. Yeah, I was a little bit of a cold a couple of weeks ago. No, I don't know Bob Larson. These YouTube exorcists to me are laughable. Some of this stuff they say. Snap. That was the weaponized empathy. Yep. Right? Tie him. No, you need people to agree with you, which is not different. Don't deflect. I'm a comedian. If you don't want to agree with me, I will use that for my advantage. I'm not deflecting. You're the one creating a straw man, and I just responded to it. Why aren't you going on with this Celtic bullshit that you're doing? Oh, that's very Celtic of you. You're stupid. You have no basis to be able to respond to me appropriately. Let's see. Hello from Cornish. Da. Good to see you, our good friend. So you speak the traditional Cornish language, which is very rare, right? Up north where my ancestors from Wales, they only have like 500,000 people that speak the traditional Welsh tongue. Listen to this guy. He doesn't even know. Says the person putting all his words in caps. You can't get people to read your other comments because you're so foolish that you have to put them in caps. Look at me, everybody. I put my words in caps. Yay! Let's give him a congratulations again. Go ahead off to your side there and give him some of those hearts and stuff. Make him feel important. Make him feel important. Look at all these people that you're giving them happy faces. You're giving them hearts. You're giving them joy. All these people on here. Look at that. Look at you have our good friend Vixus here. Oh, is that Vilus? I can't say. Vixus. Lover of pans. Right there. You got some hearts. You've really made an achievement for yourself today, sir. Congratulations. You're getting noticed. Look, you don't have to put your words in caps anymore. People recognize you. You should give your virtual hug. Oh, don't touch me there. There you are. There's your virtual hug, sir. Bard telling the Catholic clergy, I just can't do this anymore. I'm just too high. That's basically what I said to those who are over me. I'm like, I can't stand for so long. And when I'm not standing, I can't do ministry anymore. I'm high all the time. I am no good. I'm going to resign. And that's what I did. I did it in good faith. I can go back. I just have to confess all of my unbelief and everything. The door is always open. And I did it in good faith. Let me see here. Where am I at? Oh, man. A little bit behind. Let's see. I'm at the pole. No, I'm not there yet. Let's see. Oh, let me see here. Oh, I'm still far behind. Still far behind. Please be gentle with them, Sir Bard. Breathe, buddy. You're playing blinder. Yes, cultivate hope. I do what I want here, Billy. This is my show. I'm an entertainer. I'm a comedian. I can respond to any way I want to. I know a lot of people, you don't like it. And a lot of people do like it. The people that do like it are paying my bills. That allow me to do my comedy is the basis for allowing people to know about druidry. Most people don't come here and are here for druidry. The comedy opens the door to that. And I know that people want me to be like other channels where, well, those people aren't getting paid. I do this for a living. And people watch me for how I respond to other people. And then also people listen to me for the other stuff, the spiritual stuff. I mix that together, sir. And you don't have to be here if you don't like it. But I do that all the time. It depends on the atmosphere. Like if I'm out in my grove, it's more of a meditation. And I don't engage in comedy as much. But here at my desk in my home, I'm going to have these conversations with people because I enjoy doing it. And people enjoy the way I respond. Yeah, I do have a lot of people that complain that are religious people and even druids that say, you're going too far in your responses. This isn't an educational show. I am a comedian. This is my Bardic gift. And I make people laugh all the time. And I think that's wonderful. I use satire. Satire is a Bardic tradition. It's usually insulting each other. But I have taken it to a new level. Let's see here. Who hates stars? I don't know. Scrolling through. He is a comedian. Wow, what a Logan Paul. And what a jackass you are. You keep going with this stuff. What are you trying to do here? You trying to win people to your religion by continuing to be a jackass? It's not working. You're trying to prove ideas, but then you continue on when we're not interested. Now you're just being rude, is what you're doing. Do you think you're going to win people to your religion by being rude? Ask yourself that. Do you even read the Bible? You're a Catholic, obviously. One of the problems we had, Catholic clergy, is that our parishioners never read the Bible. They get converted by Protestants all the time, right? Because they knew the Bible. Well, very important verse that I repeat on here frequently to Christians that come on here and bitch and whine. 1 Timothy or 2 Timothy 2:24, I can't remember the exact area. A servant of the Lord must not quarrel, but must be a teacher, because it is God who grants repentance. You're not doing any of that shit. You're just being an asshole. Yeah, tell him to grow up. Yeah. Did I get a rebuke? Shit. I rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Where's Chad Rippiker? Where's Chad Rippiker? Help me. Demons, demons, demons in my pants. Demons in my pants. Demons everywhere I go. There's always a demon for the show. It's the phantom of the demons. There you are. There's your exorcism, sir. Work, didn't it? All that power. You took out the Phantom of the Opera demon. You know, that famous play that you have. My mother went and saw it in Windsor when I was younger. Phantom of the Opera. Wonderful play. Thank you for getting that demon out. I hated wearing the mask out in public. It used to be acceptable when there was COVID, but now they're like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you wearing a mask? There's no more COVID? I'm like, well, I enjoy it. I am the Phantom of the Opera. So that is why. All right. Thank you, Christian. For you're so powerful. Adam is your name. You have so many powers. You should go on like a tour of the YouTube channels and start rebuking all of them. Oh, you already do that. What a surprise. Oh, the sea. Oh, it took my breath away. Where are we at here? Jesus cries every time a star is born. Oh, my. Thank you, Bard. I looked at this tough guy amongst my family and I felt weak now, but you just brought a tear to my eye. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. See, I love that people share stuff like that with me. Thank you for sharing that. That's important to me when I hear stuff like that, because a lot of the things you deal on YouTube is frustration, right? But when you hear that you have helped people, that's very inspiring. Thank you. Prostate exam. You need a good prostate exam, go to our friend here, Prostatic. He knows how to give a good reach around. Let's see here. Place your hope in Mother Jod Gaia. She will care for you. And when the wicked destroy society, don't be afraid. Trust Mother. She goes substance to feed your body and soul. And Mother knows how to win all her wayward children back, how to get them in the right again. That's a good judgment. Let's see, we have the Owen. Let's see, who is a Mason? That guy up there, he's not a Mason, that's in his name. It's probably his real name. You heard Jesus weep? Oh, let's see. My name will be trampled while yes, we're persecuting your Christianity. Yeah, you're a martyr now. Look, we made you a comedic martyr by putting you on the comedian's grill. Yeah, now you are a martyr for your faith. That you never really expressed any of it, really. We have good Christian people on here that love the entertainment. And you, sir, you're not representing them. You're just being a prick. Let's see. Oh, let your light shine so bright that the darkness would have blinded and wear shades. Thank you, Latasha. See, Jesus mows your lawn every Thursday. He's a really nice. My neighbor's named Jesus. So when I call out to him, he gets pissed off. He said, I'm Jesus, damn it. And I'm like, I'm getting that damn lawnmower when the rapture happens. He's a Christian fundamentalist. I'm gonna come over your house. When you're gone, I'm going to pillage your things. He goes, I don't need it anymore. The rapture's coming. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Wow, I'm pretty far behind still, aren't I? Trying to catch up to you. If it's class, they lack wit if they criticize this, yeah. Yeah, this is comedy for me. Now look at Mason is calling me names now. He's calling me dipshit. That's exactly what Jesus would want you to do, right? To say that to me. What a good Christ you have. Very, very not 2 Timothy, was it 2 Timothy 2:24? I can't remember. A servant of the Lord must not quarrel. I think calling people dipshits, you are being disobedient to your scriptures, sir. You need to go to confession for being a jackass and humiliating what your Christ represents. Let's see. Why am I always telling Christians how to be Christian? I'm no longer a Christian, damn it. I did that for years when I worked in the church. Now I've left Christianity. I'm still telling you sons of bitches how to be Christians. Oh my goodness. Stir the cauldron, Bard. No, it's not. Why the F would I care about you? You're the one who made the claim that you were concerned for me. Now you're saying, why the F would I care about you? Now you're being your true self. You're not hiding behind your religion anymore, are you? You're being the egomaniac that you've always were, right? And because you're not getting your way here still, you feel you must continue to dig your heels in. Typical narcissism. Let's see here. American Maker, good to see you, my friend. The prostitute, Jesus is their favorite. Sends party tricks. Yeah, that's how I interpret when I was a Christian, I saw most of my parishioners as treating Jesus as a prostitute. They didn't care about following him. They only cared about what he could do. They weren't interested. You take away the Sunday obligation, they wouldn't go. They're not interested in him. He's just a prostitute. They do it on a major scale too. You learn that in recent months, using religion as some kind of bullshit shield while covering up their horrible deeds. Yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah, you have heathen people here asking Mason, "Where's your Holy Spirit at?" Mason exposed is what this is, right? Faith is being true to what you believe. Well, you're not believing it. You're ignoring it. You're calling people dipshits. You're ignoring your own teaching. A servant of the Lord must not quarrel. That's what it says, right? A servant of the Lord. Let me get the exact verse for you. Let me read it for you. A servant of the Lord must not quarrel. All right, let me find it. Let me find it for you. 2 Timothy 2:24. Let me read it for you, because I know you're a Catholic. You don't even read your Bible, right? And the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome, but must be kind to everyone, able to teach, not resentful, because 2 Timothy 2:25, opponents must be gently corrected in hope that God will grant them repentance, not you. By getting in the way of what God wants to do with me, if you think I need to be converted, you've shut the door. I am no longer able to be converted because I see you as nothing but an asshole. Do you understand that? It's very simple. I shouldn't be having to educate Christians anymore, but I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. How sad is that? Yeah, we're having a great day. Patricia, good to see you. You're putting on makeup while listening. Yeah. It's always nice to see our friend Vix is here. I'm not the Holy Spirit or a part of it. It is a spirit. It is part of God. And it's obviously missing in your life. Look how you're acting. One day I aspire to be as big as a dumbass as Mason. Yeah, you're really inspiring people here, right? And you continue to take it. I admire you. Thank you for providing content and helping my algorithm today, Mason, by demonstrating your foolery here. You blocked Mason a long time ago. Yeah. Look, Whining Ellie is on here too. She's a real bitch. She comes on and gets really vile about her religion. Got blocked right away. Look at that. Remember, every famous scientist became closer to God with every second. Prove it. The more you studied the Bible, the harder it was to deny the reality that you no longer believed. Yeah, that helps on many people. Same story, right? All right, let's see here. Trying to catch up. Lewis here, our astrologer, is here. Good to see you. Natalie is here. Good to see our good friend Natalie, our Reiki master, morning astrologer broadcast and readings of the energies of the day. The beginning of the program, I used one of your ideas about the Pandora's box. I talked about AI at the beginning. If you missed it, it's all on my Substack. If anyone wants to, you can go to my Substack through my About Me. There'll be a link to my sub. If you're interested in my views on AI and how I see it as something that is good for humanity. Let's see here. Who's Star Effers? Who's that, Zach? Let's see. Where am I at here? Do I even know what an ad hominem means? Yeah, you've been pulling a lot of them out here. Why don't you educate us? Tell us of your apologetics. Christians that only have apologetics but have no real spirituality. Let's see here. Hope equals fear for you. Let's See, do you know what debate terms mean when they taught you in junior high? Yeah. Christians have been lied to about everything. It's not their fault. Yeah. Kevin? Yeah. And I'm sorry for lying to people when I was one, trying to make everything right again. Confess their car oil changes, whisper to pillows, 8 Hail Marys and a donut. What is a druid? You are saying I'm not thinking like a druid. Tell me what druidic thinking is. You don't know what the hell you... See, you're trying to insult me, and you don't even know the material, do you? Druidic thinking allows me to be a bard. There's no dogma, sir. It is earth-based spirituality. That's what it is. I can be a comedian. I can contradict you openly in public. It doesn't take away from my practice of druidry. Nice try. Nice try. We don't have moral edicts like you that you are disobeying by continuing to be a jackass on here. Man, I don't know why they try. It's like my ego says I must stick my heels in and keep going. You're helping my channel, and I appreciate that. I'll run toe-to-toe with you as long as you want until it becomes a nuisance, because then you get repetitive, which you are starting to be. The Christians reveal that follow their Jesus and reveal how their Jesus acts by their own actions. And that's what you're showing to people here, Mr. Mason, in the audience. You're showing us how your Jesus acts. When your version of Jesus is an asshole, you will be one too. That is a fact of reality. Let's see. Good morning, Willow and Phil. How is your cabbage and fish soup? Step it up here. Double tap. Habitual 3. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that supports me, that comes here all the time and enjoys these wonderful comments. We talk about all kinds of different things. It's always fun roasting the fundamentalists. Yeah, they come there representing their Jesus, right? Word of the day, affrontedness. Oh, my. Scrolling through here. Oh, man. If you could stay positive in negative situation, you win. Yeah. Where am I going here? I'm trying to catch up to the comments here. I got about 20 minutes left. Oh, we're scumbags now. Yep. Every Christian talking shit is a Judas Iscariot, just going around doing the opposite of what Jesus. See that you have, like I said, there are good Christian people that are here. I am not a Christian anymore, but they enjoy the humor, and they still learn from non-Christians. Isn't it something? He's a twisted version of a Christian. Always thought of many, not all churches goers are hypocrites. When I worked retail, I noticed that church crowds would come in to shop and treat everyone that worked there like dirt. Right? Yeah. Not everyone is like that, but it's certainly the norm. And it was heartbreaking as a member of the clergy to see it on a regular basis. The people didn't care. They weren't interested. They called him a liar for speaking of... You shouldn't compare yourself to Jesus. Look what you're doing. You're just making a fool out of yourself now. Still a piece of wood and you will fill me. Lift a stone and I will be there. No need for church. Yes. They tried to get rid of that, right? That saying. They didn't want people to know that. I'm not quarreling with you, addressed to me. I don't even acknowledge you. Oh, look at you. You're so hurt. Someone called the ambulance up. Well, pick up Mason. I don't acknowledge you. And then he makes a comment to me, as if he's trying to get the last word. I'm guaranteed he's still bitching in here. Then I don't want to hear you respond, but I know I'm going to keep hearing from you because your ego won't let you go, won't let you concede, because you know that we are right here and you are in the wrong. Part of being a Christian is being humble, recognizing that people don't see Jesus in you and you need to step it up. Yeah. Lime has read all of your scriptures. Only you can change yourself. That's what Michael Jackson said. Look in the mirror, make that change, right? Yep. See, here goes Mason. He's still whining. He's still whining. He said he's not acknowledging me anymore. Here he goes. He's still whining in the chat. And scroll away. Yeah. Why are you still here? You compelled to spread hate, aren't you, Mason? Yeah. See, look at. Yeah. He's still whining. I'm looking for a book you read that opens your eyes. Oh man, my eyes are open every time I go to my grove and sit under my tree, meditate in the wild. That's when my eyes are most open. Oh, now he's trying to make insults against me. He says, "I don't acknowledge you." He goes, "This guy might as well be a reverse Flash by being so slow, and you might be a real mason jar who's so dense on the inside that none of the air can leave the can." Oh my goodness. He just doesn't get it, does he? You cannot heckle a bard in his own home. It just doesn't work out well for you in the end. We've already did the poll. What do we need to do another poll? Okay, let's do another one. Is Mason, do you think this one's going to be more personal? Do you think is Mason a Christian? Mason a follower of Jesus? Let's see here. Let's look at now. I'm not saying that he's representing Jesus. Respond to the poll if you think if Mason is a real representation of Jesus. That is what you'll find here. So if you don't think he is being a good representative of Jesus, go ahead and say no. If you think he's being a good Christian, that you've seen Jesus in him, go ahead and say yes. We are taking a poll to see the truth of your presentation here, Mason. Oh, look at that. Poor Mason. And as a consensus, there's always 20% people who are lunatics as well. But most people don't see it in there, as always. Oh, let's see, where am I at here? Let me scroll through here. Your neighbor came to visit last night and brought up religion. He said Adam and Eve being the first man and woman, no mention of others, meant we were all degenerates born from incest. He obviously doesn't, he takes everything seriously. It's mythology. There is no Adam and Eve. It's laughable to think that there's just two people that brought all this. He doesn't even know it's Lent. Yeah. Jesus calls out Yahweh in Matthew. Can you tell us one good thing that you have done? I provide spiritual entertainment to the world. That is what the good thing that I've done here. Let's see here, where am I at here? Man, he's still on here whining. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Scrolling through some of this, trying to catch up. Every healthy community that has one member that brings this stench into the room, like Mason. He's a famous founder. Oh my goodness here. Don't get behind Mason's pew at church, because you'll be making a pew face. We have an ambulance for Mason. Please report to the YouTube homepage. Yeah, people are blocking you. That's how good of a Christian you are. People are blocking you. Let's see here. If he is whining so much, maybe give him some cheese. Most know that a wine and cheese go well together. There. Yeah, you need to relax. All right. See. Bot. Maybe he's a bot. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Ulf is here. Good to see you. It was all fun and games till the Christians came. Yeah. Jamin, good to see you. Mason is probably a Jesus clanker. You think he's a robot? Yeah, responding. Hail him who is darkness, since the day is above his head. You should write an opus. See you all in hell, Mason. Oh, jeez. Even the other people are turning against you here. Uh, let's see here. Some will agree, and I do not want this to be the basis for bad teachings. Yeah, you haven't taught us anything except your religion is terrible. That's what you've taught us here today, Mason. That no one here is interested in your religion. Not one person you have convinced by your behavior. You have won no converts here. Did you have a good night with the blood moon? Could you see it, guys? It looked very nice. Yeah, some people took pictures of it. It's beautiful. Yeah, we're still living in that energy, right? Oh man, Sunshine Hideaway just got banned a few seconds ago from YouTube. He was tripping on acid while pacing around fully butt naked with everything flapping about live. I wonder how far I could get away with that, right? I need to make money though. Live, skyclad from the Grove. I'd give it 10 minutes before I get a report. Who is around to quote Adam Eve accurately? Yeah, pretty silly, right? You're from Tennessee. You have a lot of Christian family members. Yeah, some of them are nice, right? Yeah, I don't have a problem with Christians at all. Just the ones that come on here. Let's see, where am I at here? It was beautiful. You saw it peek through the clouds. Yeah, I got to see a little sliver of it. When it was full moon before it entered into the eclipse, that was beautiful. We had a Grove show where we watched it together. You right into it. Care to save your brain from remembering this? You took some good acid last weekend. When Mason cools down, he will be a good soldier for Druidry. You think so? We do have people in Druidry that are fundamentalists. I'm sad to say that. They just take their fundamentalism wherever they go. Natasha, yeah, some Christians are like that, right? Bringing truckloads of diaper tissue to flush is going to be something. We apologize. Yeah, that's terrible. Good morning, HMR Haley. Good to see you. You personally like it when you spar with Christian fundies? I know people enjoy it, but that's like one of the features of the show, right? People really enjoy when it happens. The Devil Advocate AI bot developed and powered by, what is that? Kaya to people hate each other. Maybe that's what he is. Martin, you think he's one of these false humans that he's out there trying to get people to fight? Doesn't work here. We turn it into comedy. Yeah, the moon was amazing. It's still, the energy's still here, right? Natalie? Tell your Jesus egregore that you failed. We still walk in the light of energy. It's still high. You have no power, Mason. You missed it. You saw the full moon this morning, though. Yeah. Yeah, people took lots of pictures of it. The most spiritual moments you've had in your life was near-death experiences and a heroic dose of psychedelics. That's when you were able to see things in a different way. Am I a Satanist? Why would you think that I'm a Satanist? Why would you judge me? Why would you even ask? Do you go around asking that questions to people? Are you a Satanist? I mean, what kind of response? You should do like a YouTube stream. Go into Walmart. The Christians do that shit all the time. Do you believe in Jesus? I'll give you $25 if you could tell me. I should go around like, tell me some quotes from Anton LaVey. I will give you $25. Go around the Walmart. Are you sick? Can I get a Hail Satan, please? $20. Hail Satan. They would toss my ass out of there so fast, but the Christian guy could do it. You saw it last night in Australia, Lyme. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where are we at here? All right, we got about 9 minutes left here. Your most spiritual moments is listening to science, music, or the wind. Beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful. Why not? Good to see you. Good to have you here. We came before Satan. We're pre-Satan. We know beings from before. Line. Let's see, exactly, Line, exactly. We are Bardians. We are Bardians. Guardians of the Grove. Guardians of the universe. And Titanium Justin is here, son of Steely Dan. Good to have you here. Lenny, good to see you. Where did I go here? Let's see, trying to catch up to you. The Bardians. Oh, man. Yobad. LOL, there's a Christian street preacher I've always wanted to mess with who stops people and asks if they've stolen or lusted, stuff like that. You know, one of the tricks they had is they'll throw down like a fake trick money on the ground. That's like a religious literature. And or they'll put like a wallet out and see if the person runs away with it and takes the money out. They do stuff like that. No, you are sinning, sir. You are going to hell. Let me tell you the way out. I mean, all of these scams that they pull off, right? Going around bitching and whining at other people, making them feel guilty. Some people fall from it because a lot of us, we have a lot of guilt baggage, right? We just want to hear someone say it's going to be okay. But these people come around and manipulate you, where they just make you twice the son of hell they are. Let's see. You should get some instruments for streams, like the mouth harp. Get like a harmonica. Fundamentals. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That would be great. Hey, Bob, do you intend on sharing dreams you had, like experiences? We'd love to know a more Superman body. Once in a while, I talk about things. Yeah, I've shared everything you. I have nothing I hold back. I give everything of myself here. There's no. It delivered to you in a poker face, of course. Let's see. Now he's calling me retarded. What a dick. You've lost all credibility, Mason, as a Christian here. And it's shameful what you're doing. You need to go to confession. See, the channel is gold. Thank you, Jose. Thank you. You had fish yesterday, cold piece of cod running through the store. Very nice. Let's see, where am I at here? Oh, let's see. Oh, God, I've seen those stunts too. Yeah, you have. It isn't all bad here, Zach. And I love your story. Let's see here. Imagine going door to door. Can I tell you about Satan? Can I take a moment out of your time to tell you about the Prince of Darkness? He's raising an army right now, and I am one of his representatives. We're coming to you now pre-tribulation because we have a great deal where you don't have to get the branding of 666 on your forehead. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is it. It's not gold, but it's amazing. Well, I'm glad that you have a good time here. The miniature comic books they leave around are great. Yeah, those are fun, Zach. Those are a lot of fun. This was your life. Why is Mary crying? The dangers of D&D. What do they call that? The darkness or something. You ever see the Jack Chick track that talks about Dungeons and Dragons? If you want a good laugh, I mean, I recommend it. It is hilarious. Like the dungeon master gets all this power to teach the children spells, and they go and murder their parents and stuff. Deepest Darkness, I think it's called. Like I forgot what it was called, but a group of actors, they made like a parody of it that's on YouTube, and it's hilarious as hell. There was like the things that Jack Chick put in those comic books are so funny. They are so funny. The way he makes fun of Muslims too. Oh man, and gay people. I mean, he's really, really gone. But he is like the most famous cartoonist in the world. He has sold more comic books than any other comic book put together. Because all these crazy fundamentalists giving out, "This Was Your Life" was the most popular one. But if you want a good laugh, go read some of his material. There are people on YouTube that they do parodies of Jack Chick tracks. They'll start reading them in funny voices and stuff. I mean, it's just hilarious. Let's see. Okay. I'm not going to even talk to you anymore, Mason. You've exhausted your fun here for me. I'm going to move on, sir. I am no longer going to acknowledge you, and watch. I won't respond to your comments. Unlike you said that, 20 comments ago? I'm not acknowledging you here anymore. And you keep doing it. So this is my farewell to you. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. You're no longer any fun for me to use for comedy. Let's see. Biblical Testicles is here. Nice to see you. Always take religious advice from people who have testicles in their name. I'm just going to pass up your scriptures, sir. Oh, man, where are we at here? I'm always falling behind, and I got 10 minutes left here. Oh, shit. Let me scroll through some of this here. Oh, I only have 2 minutes here. I'm new to this channel. What is it about? Spiritual entertainment, sir. It was an awesome one. You enjoyed a few beers and music at your pretty unforgettable. Very nice. Manipulate your audience and twist your words to your destruction. What, are you trying to accuse me of being a Christian preacher, sir? Oh, my goodness. Biblical testicles. I'm not a Christian preacher, sir, like you. I don't manipulate my audience, make them guilt and afraid of their God, and only interested in following him so they don't get punished. I'm not a manipulator anymore. I left Christianity. The believers of the Abrahamic religions. Oh, my. Let's see, where am I at here? They don't even like stoned again Christian missionaries like Lewis here, going around giving people reefers, telling them to believe in Jesus. It's got Jesus wrapping papers. On Lewis's wrapping papers, when you roll up the joint in the right way, WWJD is on the side. Let's see here. The Mary crying image is a funny one, yeah. Those are hilarious, right? You think you're offensive, but we look at you with sad eyes and a heavy heart. You have your own free will, though. Yeah, sure, you're crying. Oh, yeah, you're really quiet. All we can do is warn you. Okay, thank you. I've received your warning. Are you going to continue on here and whine? Your sad eyes are from whining too much. You need to stop it. And you are speaking with the word we here. The other Christians here think you're a moron. So I don't know what you're saying we for. You're representing yourself here. Nice try. We, the people of the channel, we look at you with a heavy heart, sir, and sad eyes. No, just you. Just you. You're rolling a big blunt, burning in your mouth, discussing Jesus. Yeah, that's a good way to spread your religion, you know. That people listen when you're smoking a joint with them. They'll listen to everything you have to say. They might not get it all, but they'll be pretty mellow and relaxed. Oh, man. Character in a Halloween movie. Oh. You speak Masonic narratives. Are you a member of the... Can I take a moment out of your time to tell you about the lodge? No, I am not a Mason, sir. I am not a Mason. I respect Masons. They're an interesting religion. Oh, let's see here. Where is the good acid do you share? Yeah. He's just into the reefer. He's a stoned again Christian. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Scrolling through here. Fundies, let's see. They cracked you up. Good. Jesus Christ loves us all. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see here. Thank goodness you've been waiting to do that. Oh, man. He needed a good put down there. Yeah. What is this channel about? Testimony is not testicles. Not for me. Maybe for you. For me, he is biblical testicles. That's all I see when I read that. Testicle tucking is tickles is funny. Well, I would imagine so, right? Odin be with you. Here, Odin. Have you ever seen the Spawn series? You'd love it. I watched the movies in the 90s. Remember when the Spawn stuff came out? It was all... the hell in Spawn is not the hell of the Bible. It's a different... It's a fantasy series, right? This idea of coming back and being these giant, powerful, demonic entities in the world and kicking ass, the Spawn, right? That's not real. But they, my brother, I just got converted to Christianity, and my little brother, sorry, brother, he had like the Spawn toys. I'm like, that's devil stuff there. He had the Spawn toys. I told him it was devil stuff. He didn't listen to me, obviously. He never joined the church or anything. Walmart needs to thy love, so treat folks better instead of employees drooling. You've been compromised? Oh no. Blake, nice to see you. Our good friend from the land of Wales. Blake, good to have you here. When I get to the end of the comments today, I'm going to call it a day. So keep posting if you want me to be here, but I have to get going otherwise. Every tongue will confess, not interested. You met Keranos. He came to visit your garden yesterday. He showed me where your fire put. That's beautiful. When I met Keranos, it was just a feeling that he was there. I didn't get a chance to communicate with him. I don't have that ability. Many blessings to everyone. It will be a harsh awakening. Yes, it will be. When you stop learning that how you're spreading your religion is hateful to others. People will, once you learn you're doing that, you'll be ashamed like me. It will be a harsh awakening when you've learned that you've deceived and manipulated people into an evil religion. Oh man, where are we at here? Jesus built your hot rod. Cynical dude. I am a Christian. Those statues crying blood are real. I don't believe it's from God. That's Satan. It's actually real, even if you don't believe it. Yeah, those things are real. It could be a devil. It could be a god. It could be a psychic manifestation. It could be a guy putting ketchup and pumping it out. There's all different ways to look at it. Yeah, someone mentioned free will. The Bible does not teach free will. Yeah. All right, let's get down here. Oh, let's see. Christian hell sounds like heaven, being away from those jackasses. Yeah. Scrolling through here, where am I at? All these wonderful people. I thank you all for your support. If you haven't yet, go up and give the thumb touch on your phone right there, right in the power of the pentacle. You have to cross through it to give a touch. Nobody has ever proved that Jesus didn't exist. Nobody has ever proved the Bible wrong. Yeah, when did they prove it right? I would like to know. When has it been proven right as accurate information? Nice try. The same thing bullshit you can spew, we can too. You're having a cabbage pie with honey tea. It'll make you feel fabulous, I would imagine. Yeah, keep showing love to them. I will use them as entertainment banter. Oh, let's see. What would you think if a rapture happened while you were doing this live? You would obviously get left behind. And what would your opinion be on Jesus? I would be very grateful. That's what my opinion is. Getting all these sons of bitches out of here. These believers who are no more than a nuisance and going around guilt tripping people and shaming them. I would thank Jesus for the rapture, giving the world some peace. Yeah, nice try, Brent, trying to make me afraid. Nice try. Doesn't work here. Let's see. We are naysayers. We have lies and mockery. Oh, you love Spawn? It was your favorite, was the Hellraiser films. You created a lament cube using a laser. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. See here. The one where Pinhead was a woman. I like that one. I liked it. They're doing a lot of, in movies and films and TV, they're doing a lot of cultural exploration of modern themes. Like having a Doctor Who as a woman, and people were upset about that. I love that. To me, the woman doctor was the best one that I found very family friendly. To me, she was like one of the best ones, modern doctors. I wish she would have done more. We needed her for a few more seasons, I think. Um, but I liked the Pinhead woman. That was a good one. Let's see here. Oh man, where are we going here? I'm trying to get through some of these comments here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh, let's see. Keranos didn't speak. He just stood there watching. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Prove I'm not an African lion. You can't. Yeah. Yeah. Lady Swamp Hodag is here. Why is fear such an important part of the Bible? That should be a really important question that everyone should ask while reading it. And if you follow that to the end, you're no longer going to want to read it anymore. Let's see. You thought free will was when your thoughts and feelings, because I am not Peter Pan, worshiping human nature. Oh, let's see. There is no proof of even evidence against the Bible. Now he's in his only make-believe world here. Good job. That's why we call you biblical testicles. You're always stroking those things around, thinking that's how real people should live. Let's see here. You only preach the word of God when you're trying to make money. Not a single person has ever come up with a single point. Okay. No one's playing your game here. I'm just going to ignore you now. You're making no damn sense now. You were funny in the beginning. Muhammad's teachings were never proven false, so they must be true as well. Yeah. See, biblical, when people like you are around us, is the only time I really consider the Bible. I've also already moved beyond the need for the scalping you can do. Yeah. I'd put a sitting service for those raptured. Pay me $10,000 and I will come get your pet when you're away. Yeah, we have a Christian rapture relief fund that we have here. We're going to clean up the streets when your airplanes crash your cars crash. When you leave the oven on when you're raptured, your house is going to burn down. We'll take care of your pets, for your children that are heathens. We have all of these services prepared. Join our Rapture Relief Fund today. $1.99 is all it is. Go down there to the money giving bunny button. $1.99. Your Rapture Relief Fund charge will bring so much happiness to all those who are being left behind with the huge ass mess left by the Christians. We're going to go in some of their houses. We're going to find a whole box of dildos that's piled up in a room, like that Diddy guy's house. What are we going to do with all that shit? We're going to have to recycle all that plastic. That costs money. We can't leave that stuff laying around. Remember, what if there's like dogs loose in the neighborhood? They wander in the Christian house that has been evacuated to rapture. Now they're running around the penis in their mouth around the neighborhood. It's going to scare the children, right? You think the heathen children are left behind? Look, there's a wiener in his mouth. What are we going to do about that? Your Rapture Relief Fund money can help recycle all those plastic penises where they're no longer a problem in the neighborhood. Donate today. $1.99. It's all it takes. Go down there to the money symbol. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Where am I at? You've had your prayers answered from Odin. Beautiful. Beautiful. The gods are real. You like the Nightmare on Elm Street films, the reboot with Robert Englund? Just didn't feel right. See here. Shalom Chucky is here. Look, speaking of mass murderers, it's Chucky. Where are we at here? It's always nice to see you, Chucky. Scrolling through here. I missed a few comments here. Scrolling through. Trying to catch up to the end. Yeah, that's beautiful, Blake. A bear with you. Run! You are glad those people are gone too, Latasha? Latasha has retained her peace again. Let's see. Fear being part of the Bible is making sense now. Yeah. I have never seen scientists prove Slender Man was real either. Wouldn't that be something? Oh man, Rapture Relief Fund. Yeah, you gotta save these people, right? There's gonna be a huge ass mess when the Christians are gone. I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do it for free. I'm not gonna go onto the Christian who is a pervert most of their life but believe in Jesus is raptured. I'm not going out over there unless I'm getting paid and I have the proper equipment to deal with a whole bedroom filled with plastic private parts. I'm not dealing with that shit. Think about all their underwear too, because they're going naked. Who's going around picking up their skitty underwear all the time, right? I'm not going to do that. You got to pay me to do that. That's why we are starting our Rapture Relief Fund to take care of the mess after they're gone. Let's see here. Where am I at? Oh, let's see. Trying to catch up. Plot twist. The rapture already happened. They weren't worthy either. Yeah. Oh, man. 95% of your donations built you a house. Tax-free church property. Nobody can give 1 point against the Quran. Not one. I've never seen one. Never even heard of one that actually stood through pressure. Yeah. Exactly. See here. Where am I at? Almost there. Weinman designer. Good to see you. No one's ever refuted green eggs and ham. You can make ham and greens green. It takes dye. They do it every Dr. Seuss day at the schools. They dye all of their food green, right? So that makes Dr. Seuss real. Those children went and they got their green eggs and ham from the Dr. Seuss people. That is all real. It's all verified. Dr. Seuss has sold so many books throughout the world, has been translated in all kinds of languages. Therefore, Dr. Seuss is real. He was also a pervert. Let's see here. Lots of prime real estate. Yeah. Full radiation suits. Yeah, are a must for the rapture relief program that we're doing. I could supply the bunch of fentanyl bital and alcohol has been proven to meet you. Yeah. Meet your maker. Yeah, probably. There's an old Norse god, door hinges. For real. You've seen anyone really refute? Yeah. I mean, these are silly arguments they come up with. Eggs were left by the Easter Bunny, so he is real, right? I have nothing but love for all humanity. I don't buy to the whole Christian faith trying to scare folks into belief. It's much. It is so much truth. There's so much leftover Kool-Aid from the Hail Bop. Yeah, exactly. All right, I've come to the end of the story, my friends. I will return to you tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the goal. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and enjoy your evening tonight.